We say hello, everybody. This is Zachary from Zachary 3D Prints. On the Friday evening, we are doing a normal live stream, and let's talk about different kind of things. Maybe there are some new things that maybe can be shared as well. Um, yeah, please check the video resolution. My gosh. It says something about the video resolution. I'm going to check if I can switch it over and then output. Hey, Coda 1448, how are you doing, sir? Nice to see you. Oh my gosh, I'm yawning. It's been a crazy day. I worked all day now. Besides working, I was also editing a video. And anyways, also I get here the base, the canvas resolution is currently at 1920 times 1200, but the output is scaled resolution 1728 times 1080. I don't know if it is a big problem, but we will see, right? I cannot change anything about it, but anyways, would I? Yeah, I was very active on Twitter the last couple of days, also regarding my new or my messed up MSI, micro, whatever computer. It was a i7, or it is still i7. I don't know, but something is totally wrong on that computer. I'm not a computer expert. I don't say that I am, but I know my ways with computers. I want to say nothing is too crazy. I have two hands with 10 fingers. I can look on the internet for searching things up. If I get somewhere stuck and trying to see what's wrong. The issue was, and still is, after a computer company repaired it. The thing is, this is an i7 computer with a octa-core processor. I think 2.4 gigahertz per core. I'm not sure. There is also I think a very good mainboard in it, but I cannot confirm if it is also really good, because since I had the computer, I have problems with it. I put an additional 16 gigabyte RAMs in it from DDR4, I guess, or GDDR4. I don't know how those things are called. Hey, non-fam, how you doing? How are you doing, sir? So I put in an additional 16 gigabyte RAM in it, so total 32. There was a GeForce RTX 3060 12 gigabyte RAM, video RAM in it. Further, a normal 500 gigabytes U-disk hard disk drive, and also another 1 terabyte normal SATA hard disk drive, and I put an additional hard disk drive from 2 terabyte to it, making sure that I have more than enough room if I work with something like DaVinci Resolve. I have a a dedicated hard disk drive, especially for the storage of the DaVincis or DaVinci files. Okay, good. So that I always have, enough storage to save all my DaVinci files onto. I don't know if non-fam, you are also on on Twitter. But anyways, so when I got my first problem, I added an additional 16 gigabytes from translucent RAM to it, whatever to it. Memory. We always here in the Netherlands we always say geheugen, and that is translated to memory. But in the computer world, they always say RAMs, right? But anyways, the thing is, I would like to leave my screen unattended for a few minutes, go somewhere, come back, and see that the screen is still at the same spot that I left it, or when I'm talking to my wife, or being busy with my kids, or being busy with my wife, I want to see that the screen will stay on and not that it is going to turn in black and a restart happens. Nico53 on Twitter. Yeah. Now I remember. I'm 43. If I forget something, blame the age. Something like that. So yeah. So what happened? For the people who are not following me or didn't see the whole story, computer, I start DaVinci Resolve. For people who working with video editing or video graphics, DaVinci is not one of the lightest program to run on a computer. It demands quite a lot from your computer. It's a free software, but it is heavy. So I don't know how DaVinci Resolve can keep this kind of software for free, because that's a great reminder for me, because Monday I subscribed to Adobe Premiere Pro, so I really need to install it on this computer and do some editing, because I have a trial version for 7 days, and Monday it's going to be ended, and then I pay monthly 36 euros for that. So I need to check if I can arrange something with Adobe, because the computer is gone, or it's still standing here inside of a box, to be shipped for the second time to the repair shop. So what does happen? DaVinci Resolve, I drag some files into the timeline. I don't do anything for something like 50 minutes, and somewhere between the 10 and 50 minutes, computer restarts without any notification, and you get the login screen, you log in, and as if nothing happened. Nothing. Well, actually, if you paid attention, you saw that you get a black screen, and you need to go to the event list to figure out what did happen, or to the I don't know, in Dutch it calls Betrouwbaarheidscentrum, but I think Trust Center, something like that. So there you will see a lot of errors and warnings and critical things. So that means something triggered it and keeps triggering it every single time. The fastest time that I had a reboot, little more than 3 minutes. So that means I start DaVinci Resolve, I select my project, start the timer, and then as soon as I see black screen, I will press the stopwatch again to see how quickly this comes, so that I have a little feeling when the when the restart is going to start. Yeah, I didn't make that up. I just said it. Yeah, that's my life. So the first time I brought it to the repair shop myself, because I saw a lot of horror things on the internet, and I was like, I don't want to send out my €1,700 costing PC desktop to a company, and then I will get a message, oh, we didn't receive anything, or it is totally smashed and we are not giving any guarantees for it, and I lost money, that thing was expensive. It's not like, oh, just, we buy a new one because I'm on YouTube, It's not like that. It's not like that anymore. I'm just a poor guy. But, no, just kidding. Friday evening humor. So I brought it to the computer to the shop. It's not here in Venray. No, it's in Rosmalen. That is like 1 hour drive from where I live. So it's not around the corner. So this guy said, I am surprised that you bringing the computer to our shop yourself. Where are you coming from? I said, I'm coming from Venray. This is my number for the repair, and I didn't trust the logistics company, the courier, to send it away. He said, we always work with DHL. We had never ever any problems with picking up the goods or bringing it back to the customer. We always have a very good relationship with our forwarder. So I was like, okay, fine, that sounds good. So the first time I got a phone call a few days later. I brought it on Monday, and I think on Thursday I got a phone call. He said, we cannot find anything. And I was like, okay, I will give you my PIN number from my account, and then you can check all the log files. Because I'm not bringing the computer for no reason to here if there is nothing wrong with it. I mean, makes sense, right? So, yeah. I think the Tuesday after the weekend. So 3 days they investigated what was wrong, and also what they did, put a different kind of graphics card in it. So I had the GeForce RTX 3060 in it from MSI or MSI. Then now in this one it's the same kind of card, but then with TI in the end. That means that instead of having 12 gigabyte VRAM, I have now 8 gigabyte of VRAM in the graphics card. Is it worse? No, it's not worse. It's a better card, but less memory. But reading the specs, what's the difference between the RTX 3060 and the 3060 Ti? This card, the previous one, needed only one two connectors, one with 6 and one with 2 pins, and the new one needs to have, besides the 8, also an additional 6 other wires or connector with 6 pins. So for me that was already okay. This card this might be something, but you guessed it right, it was not that. They put a different power supply unit in it, but that was not it. I was from the opinion for a long time the fans are not spinning. from the old card, but also not from the new card. Why is the fan? Why are the fans by the startup from or the restart from the computer? The fans are, running. But if Windows is started and I'm doing DaVinci Resolve or I'm using Google Chrome, the fans don't run at all. So the graphic cards is getting heated up, and then suddenly, boom, it stops. You get this blue screen of that, which is, I think, in my opinion, black screen of that, because you don't see any blue, so it's black screen of that. And you can start all over. So I didn't dare to put any new things on it. So yeah, it's kind of they only spin. I think they only spin when the GPU reach about 40C. Could be possible. So new graphics cards, new power supply unit. I tested all. At first, I was like, "Hey, let's check it. Hey, 3D RCNC, hello, my other friends. What is that? Inception? But as you might guess that also didn't work. I went from Windows 10 to Windows 11, from Windows 11 back to Windows 10. I did several factory recoveries. All didn't work out well. I did some graphic cards stress test, and guess what? 1 hour long, I had this firm mark graphic card benchmark tester stress test kind of thing. My CPU was running at 60 degrees, and if I'm not mistaken, I did see and feel, because the fans are on the bottom. So what I always did was, holding my hand against or touching almost the fan, and then I felt something from the fan. That is my kind of way of testing if it is on, yes or no. But the fans were running at that moment, so I don't know what is wrong, but it is weird. Anyways, should I use another video program? Yes, I can use another one. I am almost about to pay 36 euros for Adobe Premiere Pro, but I need to check with their customer service because I really want to try Adobe Premiere out as well. But, at this moment, yeah, I can try this on my MacBook Pro and see how that works, but I still need to learn quite a lot of Adobe Premiere because it is way different than I am used to. Because DaVinci Resolve, when I switched over from iMovie to DaVinci Resolve, at first I was like, oh my gosh, this is a terrible program. How can anybody work with that? Solon, how are you doing? Great to see you, man. You need to go. In about 10 minutes, I have an appointment for a haircut. See you later. See you later, buddy. Bargel? I'm switching over to DaVinci Resolve and getting ready to kill my Adobe subscription. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, for the price of €0 or $0, you get a very nice program, but it is a very heavy weighing program for your system. I didn't try Adobe Premiere Pro for too long to know if it is good or not. But I'm going to test it out on my MacBook Pro and see how well it goes. Premiere is okay, but the logic and flow is borked. From one of the tutorials I saw on YouTube, I saw that the guy makes two sequels. One sequel, sequential. Okay, sequel. No, sequence. One sequence with the footage, and the other sequence for your project. In DaVinci Resolve, I have a overview I saw with John Schoner from Proper Printing. He had this folder system. So I wanted to do that as well. You know, one folder, Zachary 3D Prints, one folder, Easy Zach Gaming Channel. So in that folder, I can make the project. So I'm clicking on it, create new project, and in that project I'm putting my files or my footage, and then I'm going to work with it. I'm first making the whole timeline from all the clips that I want to have in it, and then I'm going to do, or for the gaming I do a voiceover, or for the other parts I will add some extra pieces that I recorded myself from. It's used to be optimized for Mac OS, but not anymore. Are you talking about Premiere, or are you talking about DaVinci Resolve? It struggles at times. I'm going to check which kind of processor I have, but I think I have the M1 or M2. Or is it M? I have. I've got the so I'm going before I'm going. Where? So this is going to look weird, because now you will get that. Now you will not get that. So I have a MacBook Pro 13-inch from 2019. It's a 1.4 gigahertz quad-core i5, 8 gigabytes of RAM. I'm not really sure. The graphics card, it's... How do I see which kind of chip it has? Why is it coming there? When Mac OS switched to Intel, they didn't optimize it. Yeah. Yeah, so we are in the both in the same third line. Quad core Intel. Yeah. No, but I'm also confused. I'm also thinking about the new Mac Studio. Mac Studio, I think it's called also M1, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, yeah. So I have I don't know if you saw the whole conversation from me with. Not with MSI or MSI, because for the simple fact that until now MSI never responded to the tweets. You know, let's something like, hey, maybe you can check this, or hey, maybe no. It are all other people that are into computers or have a little know-how about it that responded to it. Further, not the company itself. mean, there are several companies that if you are having problems, they always like, even if you don't tag them, they are like, hey, you know, what's wrong? Can we help you? Please send us a DM, and, you know, giving some details about the issue, and we try to help you out. So I have some big issues with my MSI desktop computer. It's the Mac Infinitive S3 Gen 11th Gen. I mean, for the most part, it's a very nice computer, but as long as it is working, no problem. But the thing is, if you don't use the computer for maybe 10-15 minutes, it just restarts. Yeah, we just got a couple of Mac Studios here. Yeah, they are on M1 processor. Cool. Yeah, so my MacBook is 3 years old now. It's not as smooth as it used to be. Maybe I have to downgrade DaVinci Resolve a few steps. I just got the G76 laptop with the RTX. Oh yeah. Yeah, I dropped something like 1,700 euros to it, to this desktop, but it's only the casing with the things in it. Nothing, no keyboard, no mouse, no screen. But you know, I have here 3 screens. I mean, I have plenty of stuff. The cool part, yeah, the cool part of this whole setup is I have put everything as if I need to run for my life or something. I don't know, because I just pulled two cables out. I take out the power plug. I put in the plug from the computer. I hook the things back on, and I can just start. It's all connected to very few little things. I've been having problems with DaVinci shutting down at random. Hey, that sounds real. You 3D RCNC. You can, if you want, in the settings, you can set it that it automatically saves every 5, maybe 10 seconds. Yeah. I'm trying to edit here. No, not a save, another save. It's, for me, it's a habit to, especially with the other one, to use Control S to save from time to time, because I don't want to get back too far away. You know, it's, and especially with video editing, for every minute video that you see on YouTube, it can cost around an hour to edit. Especially the gaming videos that I do from Minecraft, that are 6 or 7 days in a row for 1 week in Minecraft. Every video is around the 11 minutes. So you have a huge timeline, and you have to, you know, cut it back. Yeah, you can make it save automatically. I think you can find that in your I don't dare now to run DaVinci Resolve, because I see here in the right hand corner from Streamlabs, OBS.live, I see CPU is at 72%, with a 57.05 frames per second, streaming at 3,835 bits per second. Cool. And 0 dropped frames. I'm not going to add another camera to it, because if I want to have some dropped frames, I definitely need to do that. Yeah. Oh, that is great, because, you know, Solon, this MacBook Pro, that was the first thing that I looked into. I was like, is there a possibility somewhere in this universe that I am able to upgrade my MacBook Pro a little bit bigger hard disk drive or a little bit bigger SSD or a little bit more RAM? The last one is not possible. And I also think no, that's correct, because the hard disk drive that is in here, that's 128 or 120, 100. Okay, it's there. Anyways, so the hard disk drive that is in here is just 128 gigabyte. It's not much, so I'm working here with a 6 terabyte external USB 3.1 hard disk drive to store all my things on it. Also, when the video is done editing, I put also the video on that drive. Oh yeah, oh, I can imagine that. Yeah, but on most computers or most laptops, you are able to upgrade your RAMs pretty easily, or also the hard disk drive. But on the Mac, it's a no-no. Now that's a pain in the behind. And you know, one of the things that I really didn't like, I had a progress within Minecraft, and all my save files were on the C drive, not on the external drive. So I need to find a way to, you know, save my progress somewhere else to avoid something like that. So now I need to start all over again. Also, not only Minecraft, but also recording the whole process. Sometimes can be, but oh yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. So yeah, I need to start all over again with Minecraft. Also making a new video series. So I'm going to, like I mentioned also in the video last today, I'm going to make some recordings via the PlayStation connected with OBS.live, and you know, stored onto the external hard disk drive, making sure that I have enough footage again for, you know, making some nice edits, you know, doing my little thing. But how is everybody else doing? That's why you always have to buy a PC. Yeah, yeah, but you know, I was like, you know, the MacBook, I still like Apple. You know, Apple Watch, iPhone, MacBook Pro. I still like to use it, but you know, running something heavy like DaVinci Resolve or some other things, Blender is one of the things, and Fusion 360 is also something that I really want to try in the near future. You need an heavier machine. MacBook can do quite a lot, but DaVinci Resolve is just not going to work. If I'm going to add some extra things, even if I have a quarter of the resolution to play back the footage. Last week I did a voiceover, and the most annoying thing was I was talking in my microphone, and I was like, okay, everything done, just render the video, publish it on YouTube, and I'm done, you know? And then I was listening the footage back on YouTube, and I was like, no, what happened? I clicked on watch it on YouTube, and I wanted to share it on Twitter, and I was typing something like, "Hey, a new video is out," and I was like, "What's that cracking sound?" I was listening to it. I don't know what happened, but it was quite annoying. I think on 7 places in the whole video were those cracking sounds. And I think what happens, or what usually happens, my MacBook Pro runs the video and also import or add the sound to it. Hey, Gary T, no Twitch stream. Nah. If somebody knows, you can say it. If you don't know it, well, I'm going to tell you. I like to stream on YouTube instead of Twitch. Howdy? Howdy with your Audi. No, it was fun for a long time, but nah. It's you need to work with schedules, or else nobody is actually seeing what when you are streaming. Sometimes I had 2 or 3 people in the stream, or even 1. So yeah. And I was like, I miss streaming on YouTube. And the moment that I thought about it, I was like, hey, it's Friday. You know what? I'm going to stream on YouTube for the change. And normally I have that scheduled, but that Friday I was like, I just put it in there, and then I'm going to post on Twitter. And suddenly I had 15 people watching, and I was like, hey, this is cool. I miss this. And also this is the channel where I like to talk about 3D printing, 3D printer related stuff, and also it's my kind of hangout. Yeah, I can imagine, Zolan. I didn't say that I never will stream on Twitch anymore, but I don't know when. I don't know. Somebody has had issues with a cracking sound. It would go away after unplugging and plugging in. Yeah. For me the thing was this is the microphone. It's this is quite an expensive setup. It is not bank breaking, but this whole set was 250 euros. For me, it was quite a lot. Also, the stream cam I also specially bought. That was 110 euros, something like that. And the Stream Deck. The Stream Deck. There were several things that I bought, especially for Twitch streaming. I streamed a few times and was like, nah, it's not my thing. But the cracking sounds during the recording of the voiceovers, because the MacBook is running the whole thing and it is not playing smoothly, I think the cracking sound is caused by that. Oh, Gary, that is very nice of you. If you used MySpace, that was cool. I was more the kind of guy from for MSN. You know what my name was there? You know what you can guess what my name would be when it was on MSN. Yeah, the notifications for Twitch live sucks. Yeah. Yeah. I had some horrible audio when using StreamYard. Yeah, and also StreamYard. I have paid, I think, 4 or 6 months for StreamYard without even using StreamYard at all. Because I don't know what happened, but there was a time that I streamed more on Twitch. but I didn't want to have a, you know, a complete hangout. But anyways, for me, the opinion was like, if only 2-3 people are watching the stream, yeah, you're talking to each other. I don't know. And sometimes I'm weird. But hey, that's okay. I also bought the stream cam for printer live stream. 80 euros. That's pretty cheap. When I bought it, was 110 euros. YouTube chat is nice because it shows you the history. Yeah. I don't know if you can rewatch the chat feed back, but I'm not having this special window here on the video, you know, something like here that you see what everybody's saying, because it is already standing next to the screen, and I don't want to have this special thing that, for example, if I'm going to talk about a brand new printer or I'm going to show something else, I always need to think about it to switch off the overlay, so that I can just cut that piece out and use it in a separate video. Because a lot of live streams are not, when a stream is over, nobody actually is going to watch the live stream back. So that is also one of the reasons why I don't do any unboxing builds or setups and first prints anymore, because maybe it is watched, maybe it isn't, but from all the live streams that I did, I think maybe 4 or 5 were watched on 1, maybe 2 times per 48 hours, and some even nothing. Hotkeys, yeah. I'm using Stream Deck. I think I can also put use overlays or buttons with overlays in it. Yeah, YouTube Live. You know, 3D RCNC, Ludwig, that is a true point. A lot of gaming streamers from Twitch went over to YouTube because YouTube are adding extra things which Twitch is going to, you know, change. One of them was the rule of 70-30 as a payout for all the things you earn on Twitch. And now they are going, I don't know if they already did it, but there are some plans that it is going to be 50-50. So if you get $4 for one subscription or one subscriber, you only get 2. So yeah, a lot of gaming streamers are going over from Twitch to YouTube. Harris Heller, how is the other guy? He's pretty famous as well. Also Ludwig. No, Ludwig, something like that. And some other bigger names. I don't know all those people. And also, Easy Zach is going to maybe do some live streams in the future. Hey, but if you're not subscribed to the Easy Zach YouTube channel, I can post a link. I can so that I can say next week, hey, instead of 14 subscribers, I have now 18 or 20 subscribers. I try to reach 100 subscribers by the end of this year. I don't know if it is feasible or not. I don't know. The payout isn't changing for the US, only partners. Oh, yeah, that makes sense that big Twitch streamers are switching over then. You can stream with your overlays and have recording. And have the recording, not use them. It's a plugin for OBS. Okay. Hey Jerry, nice to see you, man. You know, I see you and I think about a belt printer. Why is that? I mean, you print quite a lot of figurines and nice things that you are also going to paint afterwards, or do some laser engraving, laser cutting, some other amazing stuff. But every single time when I hear the name Jerry or 3D HP, I think about the belt printer, the Qdtech printer. Why is that? Yeah. Hmm. So I have a box here with some stuff in it, and I started printing parts in ABS, but for some reason I had some other things to do, and I have the parts. I need to prepare my Ender 3 to use it. So yeah. Congrats on the Bamboo Labs. What? What do you mean? Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw something passing by on Facebook Messenger. Somebody tagging or saying something to me. Um, but yeah, I still need to start printing the other stuff as well. I got now 3 printers that I can use to print all the ABS parts. So I think it's going to be rushing pretty much. So I've got 2 CR200Bs from Creality. And here, the QDX Plus. It can be a fully enclosed 3D printer. I can also print nylon with carbon fiber and propylene. No. I'm on a waiting list for that. No, no. The thing is, I really want to buy one or to back one, but it was a mess on it was slaughtering on Kickstarter. it's it's uh, it's insane. It was very crazy. I think have never ever seen something like that before in the past. A Kickstarter campaign where the I think, in my opinion, the most expensive one, the X1 Carbon with the AMS system, went crazy. So, but yeah, the printer, I wanted to back it, but there were several were available. I clicked on it to do the pledge, but I got several error messages, and then afterwards the pledge was not available anymore. So I was like, okay, it was still almost 1,200 euros for me, and I was like, I'm not going to. I cannot. How you say that? Um, you can buy a 3D printer for 200 euros or $200, something like that. Or you go to the micro center, you buy a Ender 3 for $100. You can say to your wife, to your family or your partner, you can say, hey, I bought this printer. I think my wife is going to kill me. I say, hey, honey, I backed a 3D printer that cost me 1,400 euros. I think she won't talk to me for a few hours. Maybe putting me with all the suitcases and bags and printers outside, something like that. Trying on phone sucks. Watch on TV. Cool. I think both volume needs to be 300. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe, you know, they are working now on releasing this 3D printer in a couple of weeks, and we are going to see something. I think Bamboo Labs is going to be the next snap maker when it comes to this kind of Kickstarter campaign, but I hope they're not going to do another Kickstarter campaign. I was so surprised about, and I'm going to maybe do something about the video with that, I don't know. I was surprised that Focus announced their 3D printer and that they are going to use Kickstarter. In a lot of videos where new printers came out and that we're using the Kickstarter, I was like, you know, Focus, a brand new company, comes with a 3D printer, signed out to a lot of influencers, and the great part is it's a great machine, it's well developed, it's not the most expensive, but also not the most cheapest 3D printer, and people getting great results out of the printer. And now they come with the second 3D printer using Kickstarter. Hey Sam, welcome. How are you doing, guy? How are you doing, sir? But I think, Jerry, if there is going to be a X2, I think X2 would be the second name, or the X1 Pro, or the X1 Max. That are from those names, you know, that are model names that you are going to guess almost pretty spot on. I mean, how original. Yeah, I don't understand why Focus is doing Kickstarter when they didn't do it the first time. The first time I can fully understand. A very unknown company wants to reach the market using Kickstarter. Fine, we understand it's a very known situation when it comes to Kickstarter, starting up. Or you want to start a project and you need funds, but a bank is not providing you. You can use Kickstarter to gathering some funds to start up with the thing that you want to do. Maybe sending rewards to the people who backed you. But now Focus is doing one printer without and the new printer with Kickstarter. And it's not the first product as well. They had the Focus Odin F5. They have a laser engraver. They have a resin printer. They have a resin printer, right? No, they sell resin, not a resin printer. And now they, yeah, out of the blue, it's wow. I'm fine, thanks. Looking forward to my. Yeah. But hey, amazing. Congratulations that you got your hands on one of those machines. From the things that I have seen, you know, I always try to make YouTube videos about new 3D printers that are going to hit the market. I will always call them closer look. I cannot call it first look because I don't have the printer. So how can you call it for first look? I'd say closer look because I'm going through the website or a YouTube video on the details, what I can see, what I can guess before anybody else posts a video about it. Because yeah, my channel isn't that big, so I don't expect any printer to be sent to me. So I can also make a video or, you know, doing as if I'm going to, would I buy this printer or not? Something like that approach, you know. How's the machine built? Which kind of extruder does it have? Which kind of hot end does it use? It uses PTFE tubes. Which kind of board is in it? Is it loud? Is it silent? Can you sleep with your baby next to the printer when the printer is running, you know? Is it compact? Can I bring it everywhere without, having too much volume that I need to, yeah, calculate with it? Which kind of materials can I print with? Those kind of questions I always ask myself when I do a closer look video. Hey, I have heard, I see this. This is an image. This is a most of the nine out of the 10 times it's just a render, and based off that render, I always checked things how it looks like without having any result. Then comes the question: how would you rate my kind of video when it comes to that? Because I don't have the printer, and a lot of printers that I did a closer look video on, I have standing here. Just saying. After I did the closer look, I like the Ender 6, I bought it. But that one, the Elegoo Mars 2 Pro, this now 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, that I did a video about it. I think there was a cure station. I think also about the CR200B. I did also a video about that. The BQBX. There are also the Jade Labo J1, or the now Snapmaker J1. I also did a closer look on it. I also had an interview with Jade Labo, Jade from Jade Labo. Of course. I did an interview with her, and I mean, of course, you can make videos about those kind of things. I mean, here in the Netherlands, we always say, hey, if you don't have any money, you can always do some window shopping, That's maybe the same kind of feel without you having the same kind of, feeling that you thought, why did I spend that much money on it? Something like that. No resin printer. Still afraid telling my wife. Oh, yeah, I can imagine that. But hey, if you have some good grounds or good arguments why you bought it. Hey, honey, I'm going to start a company. I want to help some bigger companies or some small companies out with, prints that I can sell when they place an order, something like that. Then, at that moment, the machine will pay itself back, and your wife is very happy. Hey, and you have a happy ending. I'm going to grab some water. Just be right back. How's the Qdtech X1 doing? It's doing great. I am really surprised. I am happily surprised. The first thing that I printed was the first thing that came off from the printer was this thing. I am not sure what it is, what the purpose is, but I mean, it looks nice. I know why you say the Qdtech X1 carbon, because this printer can also, with the lid closed, I can also print nylon and nylon carbon fiber and propylene or something. Oh my gosh, PP. Every kind of filament up to 300 degrees Celsius. So this is looking nice. So I thought, oh well, when I'm printing still crystal dragons. So I was like, let's see how well this machine can print a crystal dragon. Sorry, I'm getting thirsty. Because there is something very awesome that I want to show. So, Crystal Dragon. What makes the Crystal Dragon so special? Well, if you would say, because it is long, true, it is long, but also flexible. I'm going to move the camera a little bit more to the side so that I can see more of the chat. So, I would say, so something like that. So, there's one size that I'm very familiar with because, you know, I'm printing them on the Artillery Sidewinder X2, not X1. 100%, and it is looking nice. So, this is printed 100%. It is flexible as f. Yeah? So, that was one. Dragon number 2, also printed on the Qdtech Plus. Also the same scale. This one, this is Dragon number 3, very flexible. Dragon number 4, also very flexible. But these were not the first ones. So 4 Crystal Dragons. I'm trying to sell something on Etsy, but at this moment nobody buys. Okay, fine. The first one that I printed was also from the same file. How long does it take? 1 day and 5 hours. There was one. If you watch the video from today, you know that this one took only 10 hours and 50 something minutes. So 11 hours, something like that. The scale was 100%, but for some reason the file from Cinderwing 3D was a little bit different. Because this was also printed, is also the same Crystal Dragon, but I think this is just 50% of the normal size. But when I took it off the build plate, the first thing that I noticed, because some of my other printers, they don't have that tolerances set that well. Maybe it's my thing, maybe it's because, I don't know, this one came off. You know, it was very well adhesed, or it stuck pretty well to the bed. I took it off, flexible. Normally you need to bend some pieces. No, smaller, flexible. That is what we want. We want something playful, but oh. So I would say 60%. I've got a lot of dragons now. Because the CR2 and the B was printing dragons, the Artillery Sidewinder, the BQBX, even the Qdtech A10T was printing them. So in total 5 printers were printing them. And from all of them, I never had one failed print. So, what do I think about the Qdtech Plus? I think it's a great machine. So I was like, okay, stop printing crystal dragons. Let's print other things as well, because hey, I printed crystal dragon. Hey, I print another crystal dragon. I printed no. You know, it's quite impressive that I printed one small crystal dragon on it that came out pretty flexible from the start. 4 other ones, bigger scaled. Also, those were not 100%. Those were 90%. Because 100% doesn't fit on the plate because it is 200 deep. So, I thought... Yeah. So I thought I was looking for a calibration cube, but well adhered. Thank you, dear Gary. So I printed a Banshee. I do need to say, it was also the first time that I really got a very, very nice bottom. That also, do I have it correctly? Here, the bottom, everything looks nice. Of course, this was the first print after the dragons. So there's just a little bit of red here, but no big deal. But I do need to say, no complaining here about the result. Just the seam that is just mixed over the whole part of the Banshee. Here you see a few things, but also because of this biofusion filament, it is very noticeable. If I use a different kind of filament, you didn't even see it. Then the Pumo from Randomize Louisa. I think that this in itself looks very amazing. This point is, if you press on it, it is very hard. Hey, Ben Stanley, how are you doing? Got a question about the Banshee. Is this with or without any post-processing? Yes, it is without any post-processing. This is a calibration model, as we call it, to see if everything is looking nice. For example, text on the bottom. Can it do it? There's also on this side text visible. It is tiny, but there should be something readable. Do I have another Banshee just for the grab? So here, sometimes there were some cases. That if you print something like this, you will get a thin space between here. If you have that, something needs to be changed. I'm not really sure which kind of things. But also rounding. How well round does your nozzle or your printer makes this little stack here? Also because the nozzle is keeping here for a very long time. Sometimes this would be very soft and melt a little bit. But this is a very nice, amazing model to test the scales, the limits of your 3D printer, and then afterwards you can print something like this without any support, without any extra things to make it as nice as possible. Was it done in Cura 5 or in Cura 4? No, this is done with the Qdtech slicer. It is a Cura engine underneath. I don't know which kind of Cura version there is underneath, but I think the settings are optimized for the Qdtech printers, and maybe it's a personal thing, but in this case, I would really like to keep using that slicer software. But since I also running a YouTube channel, I'm also thinking about it to use other slicers as well. How to add this printer, which kind of things you need to take heed of if you are going to use it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you. I don't know if you saw it, but this is the small version that I printed first, and that was from start very flexible. And then I printed this one. It's the same model, but a little bit bigger and also flexible. So, yeah, it's a very nice printer. I'm very happy with it. I bought it with my own money. It's always, you know, I don't want to. Uh, How am I going to say this? I cannot always buy the latest and best printers. I don't have the funds for that. But I want to, stay ahead of it. Earlier I was talking about closer look videos. At one moment, I knew that Anycubic was going to announce new 3D printers, and I saw some people, teasing or secretly showing models of showing some models that came off a secret 3D printer. Okay, fine. But I was like, I can make a video about the new Photon M3 and the Cobra, but on the moment that Anycubic announced that, then it was for me like, okay, I need to get back home and then make the video. And then I saw other people posting their reviews and was like, okay, no use for that. I don't need to do that because I can give a closer look on a machine that is not released yet. Then I can always say, yeah, hey, hello, machine is not there. So how can I do a review about a machine that I don't have? And also, to be honest, would you rather want to see a closer look video about somebody giving his ideas about a 3D printer, or somebody who has the printer and give his opinion about it? Yeah, I need to charge my phone. Oh, it's almost charged. So yeah, so I cannot buy the latest, newest 3D printers. This one was almost 700 euros. So I broke the bank, let's say like that. Also, new filaments. I bought a lot of new filaments from the Airy One side brand, Cypress. I bought 10 spools of filament. I think, something like between the 70 and 80 euros I paid for that. Filament One Europe is closing down their warehouse in Europe. So I also bought another 8 spools of filament. So I would have something like 20 spools of PLA filament. Something like the silk kind of colors. So it is going to be amazing time. I know how it is. Yeah, because when I do closer look videos, sometimes there are some people giving some amazing comments, but there are also some trolls, giving those kind of why should I watch this video? This is a dumb video, or get to the point. No, I just want to explain myself, and there are some reasons why I say certain things in a video. I mean, or else it wouldn't make any sense, right? Talking about which, at this moment, the Black Widow is being printed in Arctic White. She's going to be the White Widow. It's now at it's now about 65%. Around the 17 hours to go on the print. I scaled the model up to 150% because, you know, it's a amazing model. It looks great somewhere on the shelf, but I don't have any space. So yeah, there was a time that I didn't post any any videos. No, I did post videos to cover it up. But at one moment, all printers were silent. Can you imagine how silent this room was? A little bit depressed I was. And also overthinking what do I want to do? So I have fresh ideas. Also, there's a reason why I bought the Qdtech 3D printer. I want to have a printer where I can print other things. I mean, with the Streamyards 200B, it's my printer where I can print ABS with no problem. But something like the other materials, like nylon with carbon fiber or PP filaments, more engineering grade filaments. Because I have a spool of nylon filament that I purchased 750 grams for 75 euros. I think it was insane. I was like, okay, it's for YouTube, so I'm going to buy it. That is my argument. It's for YouTube. I'm planning to do something with it, maybe. So yeah. And fun thing, 2 days ago, I was contacted by somebody from Congrow, and she said to me, "Hey Zachary, you won a competition." And I was like, "Competition? I'm not aware of anything." But she said, "Oh yeah, well, for the Congrow, because they reached 15,000 subscribers, something like that, members in the Congrow group." How did she say that? Hey, hello Zachary, congratulations! You have won a Filament Dry box in our giveaway. I wasn't aware that I was part of it, because they had a 15,000 page likes on Facebook, I guess, and I won a Filament Dryer. So, shall we look at it? You're getting an Ender 3 Pro soon. Cool. That is nice. That was my second 3D printer when I started with the YouTube channel. Yeah, so I was surprised. I was like, I cannot remember doing any competition or giveaway. And usually I don't, I was from the opinion I never win anything, But I cannot say that anymore, because would I buy a second CR200B for no reason? I mean, I can say to my wife, "Hey, I bought a second Tesla." And not that I have one Tesla, but, I went crazy. I just bought a second one. Yeah, but I don't have my driving license. Yeah, but just in case, if I want to drive today with the blue one and tomorrow with the red one, for example. So, yeah, the CR200B, that one, it's a great printer. I can print ABS with ease. It was printing PLA, but make sure to open the door that it is not fully enclosed, because I never yeah, true. But there is something called law of attraction. I thought a lot of things, but I'm thinking maybe the wrong things. Anyways, So I have now a CR2B, which is amazing. I did see several little changes compared to the first version. I think that that one is the second version or the third version, I don't know. But I can make a comparison video within a few weeks. Just a little teaser. The extruder mount or extruder head on the backside from the CR2B, the first one, is made out of plastic. The newer one is made out of aluminum or metal. So that is a very big improvement. Still not double geared, but anyways. I mean, on the Ender 6, they have this metal extruder with double gear. That one they should put on there, you know, a little bit more torque. I wanted to say some. Oh yeah. So now I have this filament dryer. I wasn't at home. And I know that there was something on its way. I was not really sure when the filament from Filament 1 Europe was going to be delivered. So I wasn't home, and I saw with my camera video doorbell, my ring kind of lookalike doorbell thingy. I saw that somebody from DHL was at my place, and I said, "Hey, can you put it? Can you bring it to the neighbor across and see if they want to accept the package?" But they were not at home as well. But he left it underneath the carport. It's out of the sight. But when I came there, I saw that there was Amazon on it, Amazon Prime. And I was like, I cannot remember anything ordering from Amazon. Do I have a wish list somewhere that somebody saw something or so? I need to make a wish list on Amazon. You never know what people do, you know? No. I'm not that lucky. So they sent me a filament dryer, and it's not the first filament dryer that I have. I'm going to take the other one. Dual drive? Huh? So you have ever had this feeling or the thing that you bought, and after 2 years you still have it and didn't touch it? I have two of those. And actually, they came in both at the same time. I'm going to show you a little bit later. So, Sundu was so kind. When I had my YouTube corner downstairs in the living room, yeah, believe it or not, I had it there. They have sent me okay, can we cut this out? They have sent me a filament dryer. The Filament Dryer S1. It's an amazing machine. It dries the filament, obviously. But I never used it. How does it look like? Yeah, you can see it on the box. That is how it looks like. Now, Without jokes, I want to be taken serious. On a Friday evening, you see that. I had several ideas with this. One of them was printing nylon with it, or drying my still bronze filament that is very brittle. My brittle bronze filament. Welcome to the brittle bronze. No. Hey, this is Zachary from the Brittle Bronze Filaments YouTube channel. That could be something, you know? How brittle is your filament right now? But anyways, I've got this thing. I can make a nice YouTube video out of it. Then this filament dryer from Congro. I think I can put 2 spools of filament in there, right? Okay, chat. Which one should I open first? This one or the other one? Or I make a AMSR video out of it. Something like that. I think that is more sexier than doing it here on live stream. What do you guys think? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the other 2 boxes. So, one of the things that I bought, this. The smaller one first. Yeah, I think that too. So I'm going to, yeah, and you know, I have started something and I really want to continue with it. But there are some things that I still have in the box and still didn't use it. I'm going to show it like this because there are address labels on it. This is from a company called 3D Chameleon. If you know what it is, just tell me now, right now in the comments or in the chat. Bill Wise. Oh. So, which kind of thing should be in here? Back, I have found food. I found a food dehydrator who do even better job than those filament dryer normally. Ah. Yeah, no fam. That's totally correct. You rock. You like why? Made you like what? Made you what? So, I bought this. Believe it or not, this is the very first version. I think they have version 2 or version 3. Yeah, the Y system. This system. The 3D Chameleon. The problem was this. And I wasn't still out which kind of printer I'm going to use it on. But I can print 4 different kind of colors to it. Yeah. But further, everything is complete. Maybe I am going to do a giveaway. And this would be one of those things. Because I'm still... What is that? That is a MMU, a multi-material unit. So if I turn my camera a little bit. So I hope I can explain this well enough. So normally you have a hot end with a nozzle is being heated by the heater block, and then one color filament is coming out. There are systems with 2, 3 or even more multiple colors going through that one single nozzle. There is also some other printers called Idex, but I will tell a little bit later about that. On the top there are 3 different extruders. 1, 2 and 3. All 3 have separate gears, so filament goes into the extruder, then to the PTFE tube, right into the hot end. This machine back here is capable of printing multicolor or even gradient color, so mixing 2 colors together. I was trying that out on the Crystal Dragon right over there. Dang it, right over there. But as it turned out, it is green, and I have a lot of strings because the filament from extruder, the biofusion, if your nozzle temperature is below the 210 degrees, you get a lot of strings. And these printers are not playing those strings. And the other two, the purple is also extruder filament, biofusion, but the yellow one not. Yeah. So you can print multicolor in the slicer. You can say if it is a multicolor printer using a single extruder. Those possibilities you have. And then when you're printing with green and it's going to switch over to white or brown or something like that. For example, if you're printing a tree, you know, with some red apples, yeah, first you get some brown, and then it's switching over to green, and then from green to red, and from red to brown again. So the printer, the machine knows when saying this filament or this filament or this color, and knows exactly how to handle that because of the G-code. The G-code is telling that to the printer. You have also this machine from Prusa, the MMU2, not the band, not a cover band, but it's also the same kind of principle. It's working with camshafts. A very nice system, costs around the €200, but $200, something like that. But it is an amazing system. It works pretty well. But this machine has only 3 colors. But you have also something like called an Idex 3D printer. An Idex 3D printer, it has. I hope I can show it without too much problem. So there is an Idex 3D printer standing with on both sides a direct drive extruder. On the top, the filament spools are there, and they are printing one color. Yeah, both extruders are printing one single material or one single color. So you can do with an Idex, you can print with a single extruder or a single printhead. Let's call it now printhead at this moment. Then you are using the full build plate. It is 310, 310, 310 cubed. So with the single extruder, single printhead, you can print what you normally would print. With the Idex, you say, well, let's do duplication mode. The fun part of duplication mode is when this extruder is this printhead is going to work, this one is going to do exactly the same thing. You cannot say I'm going to print on the left side, I print this, and on the right side I'm going to print this. It's not possible. But you can print two at the same time. So in the same motion or in the mirror mode motion. So if it is going, one is going to the right, the other one is going to the left. So you will get the opposite. I never used that. I did use the printer, but I didn't use it that much. And then you can also, you know, if you have a lot of supports, you can, for example, this, not this one, but if you are printing models that require a lot of filament support or support, you can print something in between, a water soluble filament, and you can add a little layer between the support and the model, and then wash it in water. You take the supports away, you have a nice print. Or combining, doing combination of one side you are printing with ABS, and on the other part you are printing with TPU, for example. Because it's direct drive, it handles TPU pretty well. And you can print something that works together. That's an Idex. Cool. So a 3D Chameleon MMU system, but you need to adapt. You need to adapt the printer to it, because there is going to be an additional stepper motor, some wires, some other things you need to do. So it is a very complex thing, but if you get it working, it's very nice. And then I've got something else from E3D. This is really a thing that I would call shame on you, Zach. Shame on you. Hey, Nonstick! Currently only do manual filament switches. I prefer to Solvo SV01 Pro for that. Yeah, I have seen that it is a great printer. Works really fine. It would be nice to have an automatic filament swap though. Yeah. And to get it working right. And then I've got something else. And if I show you this, I think people would say, why didn't install it yet? It's still fully sealed, fully closed. I didn't use it. It's a brand new Hamera. And also, yeah, I took the other part away. Oh no, here it is. And also an original V6 hot end. This package was expensive. It was expensive because I had a Titan extruder in there. I had an V6 and the Hamera. Hamera was skyrocketing, and also I need to pay an additional shipping tax. That's no X1, Zachary. No, that's right. Are you teasing me here? But nice to see you here, man. No, it's not an X1, but I do have an X Plus. It is a little bit extra plus. Yeah, with the X1 it is an extra one. Okay, okay. The mirror is good. Yeah, it looks great. I never took it out of the box. Maybe I can do a giveaway. Maybe I can give that one away as well. I see that Stream Elements posted something. Ah, by clicking the like button, you will help the hard-working bots of YouTube algorithm to see what you really like, that you really like this live stream. This way you are supporting the channel a lot. Thank you. That is something that I wrote. Oh my gosh. Gee. Huh? 6 people watching, 7 likes. Cool. Yeah, I should use it. The question comes on, which kind of printer? I've got an Hemera, but I didn't use it. I did see your other X Plus. What? Is that an inside, you know, thing? My other X1. Sorting Steam. Okay. Yeah. I did have Steam on my computer recently. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention that, but to test out for my computer, to test out if the power supply of 500 watts wasn't sufficient enough, I ordered in a shop. I ordered a 750 watts power supply from Cooler Master. I ordered one. I installed it and I run it, and I thought, okay, this is going fine. I do need to say that the first restart of DaVinci, or from the computer itself, was taking a little bit longer. Would that mean that I would even need to have a bigger or heavier power supply unit then? Hey, Anna, how are you doing? No, I just have only one X Plus. I was in conversation with Qdtech before I bought this printer, and I asked them if they would be kind to send a printer over to me that I can use for several projects where I want to use this kind of printer for. And he said, well, okay, I sent you over to a other person that is going about the communications between influencers and the company. And I was like, okay. I wrote an email about the X1 Pro, or the ICFS or iFast XF Pro. I think the one that is, pushed by them quite a lot. I was like, I really want to have that printer, but I fully understand $1,800 for this printer sending to a small YouTube channel. I can imagine that you don't want to do that. But anyways, it would help my channel quite a lot. If you have an other printer that could do this kind of same thing, then that would be amazing as well. But they didn't do that. I didn't get any response. They still didn't say no. Hey, you can always ask. If you don't get any reply, it is a no, and it is also a yes. So it's still undecided. So yeah, I have now the X Plus, and I do need to say I'm very pleased with the results. I have also printed a dice tower on this machine. I do need to say I had to scale it down a little bit, and it is printed at 0.2 millimeters. So this is the base. Yeah, sorry, it's in white. I saw a review of the X1 Carbon, and the tester up. Oh, he was using the AMS to print first ABS and then another filament. Yeah, ABS needs 240 degrees. That's 30 to 40 degrees higher. I'm going to take off my glasses because my nose is it's kind of hurting. There's no plastics here, so whoa. Everything is vague. I think I need some new glasses in the future, but it's just a wild guess. Using my other glasses, let's see how that works. I need to clean them. So they have different pressure points, as you can see. Print new pads, yeah, non-stack. That's true. So this is a model from Unchained Games on Twitter. I'm going to post this model soon on Twitter. I'm also going to print bigger. These bigger because yeah, I have bigger printers, so I can do that. So this is how it looks like. I know that it's white on camera. It doesn't always looks that great. Very reflective. So the layer lines are better, more visible than, for example, here. So I don't know what happened, but I mean, for me, this result looks nice. Not totally perfect, but also not a waste. I think this looks nice. It's a dice tower. Also the inside, it's printed without any supports. Oh. So that is looking nice. The only thing that I noticed was here. There was a little bad adhesion. So, and it fits pretty well to the base. I think it's great. Yeah, so true, non-fam. Every time when it changes from PLA to ABS, it needs to change, and if that is not correct, then it will stick more, or something is going to happen. What is my biggest printer? Size of printing volume. Because my biggest printer is the Ender 6. And 400, 400, 400. No? No, no, not true. 260, 260, 400. And then I have the X2, the Sidewinder X2. Not printed on a Prusa. No, it's not printed on a Prusa. Then I have the Sidewinder X2 from Artillery. That one is 300, 300, 300. Whoa, vodka. Vodka? Where's vodka? Where do you see vodka? I mean this. Print volume. Oh, yeah. Yeah, currently it is now storage for used filament spools. Is the Voron done now or still? Okay, I need to take the glasses off because the nose is pressure points. Is the Voron done now? We're still waiting to more to do. Yeah, yeah. It's still. I need to. Serious. This is the last thing that I need to do. Cut panels. I'm not going to share my screen here. Yeah, so there's now less light for my eyes. Is that better? My glass of water is water. Water from Russia. Russian water. Polish water. Water? Water. Which one is the real water? Also thought you had the CR10B before the recent... yeah, true. Yeah, but the thing is, I did an unboxing live stream of that printer, but that is not really watched. So I unlisted it, I guess, and, you know, just put some shorter videos on it. Rush. No, I cannot say anything. No, I don't. I'm not allowed to say anything because I wanted to say something about the company that I work for in Russia. The rest you can figure it out. A lot of my colleagues don't want to participate in that. I have two CR2 and a Bs. I got two. And if I need to push out the belt, the TikTok belt printer, but I was struggling with one part because it's like this, and there is a overhang, and doesn't matter which kind of way you put it, you will always get this support, which makes your print looks very ugly. I mean, come on. This isn't beautiful. This is ugly as fuck. Yeah, the TikTok belt printer, yeah. I mean, this part looks amazing. Very smooth, very beautiful, gorgeous. This inside also looks pretty. This looks pretty. And this one. Oh my gosh. This is terrible. If I feel this, I'm getting frustrated. But I need to cut everything away and try to live my life, take a sip of my vodka and just enjoy the day and not thinking about it. I'm getting already turned on to anger. I know, right? The CR2B is an ugly machine. You are ugly. You are ugly. You are ugly. You are doing great. It needs to be adjusted in the slicer. Supporting service doesn't. Yeah, indeed. But hey, I still got I only need to take a look at the PTFE tube, and it is a white tube, and I see something bluish in there, so I know blue filament is still in there. But now I have got three 3D printers, which I can use to print all the ABS parts in. And no, I'm not going to use nylon or nylon carbon fiber, because those filaments are way too expensive. I didn't mean it that way. Just wondering. Huh? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Hey, hurry up, printer. I still need to do other things as well. Anders is het lopend band weg, jongen. Or else it's like a conveyor belt. You have to go. Hey, Sandman, thank you, and have a nice evening. Cool. So yeah, there are several printers that I can use now for the TikTok belt printer. Of course, the overhang I need to check because it is ugly and I don't want to use it. Yeah, for sure. I really understand if you are going to use nylon as well. Fully agree. Fully. So yeah, and resin. It's a few weeks ago already, and I didn't use the printer. Maybe I'm going for 2 years without using the printer. See what happens. No, I do like it, but I don't like it. You understand what I mean? Non-stick, you know what I mean? Other people, maybe too. Better cooling. Better cooling what? What do you mean with better cooling? This is also, by the way, a very nice screwdriver. It is a very useful tool. Can do quite a lot with it. I missed that. Yeah, I missed that too. Carl Fenton! Yay! How are you doing, man? Nice to see you. Better cooling for the overhangs. Yeah, I might try that. But I don't see much without glasses. Hi, Zachary. Been at Suns football. I was. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What do you guys think about the new Odin Smart from Focus being on Kickstarter? Smart or not smart? I meant. I missed that now. I don't know what you're talking about. Now sometimes I talk that fast that I don't catch what I was saying. What? Okay. Yeah, it's only 2:56. Yeah. I think Kickstarter is perfect for Focus. Really? Done some dual color filament prints today. And how did it turn out? Because I did see something on TikTok earlier. But I think that was a normal color. Looks like an interesting printer, but we don't know how much. We don't know much about it. No, that's true. But I myself, I think Joel and a lot of other people that having this printer, are honest to the public and say what they actually think about it. Knowing a lot of my friends. I have no details about the new phone. Okay, cool. Cool. You are very close to those people. That's amazing. Yeah, I asked Dora if she knows more, if she would be able to share it with me, so that I can make a video about it. Well, I didn't receive anything, so I'm going to do a picture hunt and get some information out of the picture. Yeah, but the thing is, Carl, they started without Kickstarter, and now after several products being successfully launched, they are using Kickstarter. I don't really have a problem with a new company Yeah, using Kickstarter, but I don't understand. Yeah, yeah, I know. I was proofreading their Kickstarter write-up. Okay. Oh man, that's it. That is nice. That's really nice. Yeah, yeah. Hype it. But the thing is, Kickstarter costing something like 30%. They take, I think, somewhere like 30% of the fees. Yeah, yeah, and the thing is, what I kind of don't like, if I want to, if I have a very great idea and I make a video about it, I want to promote it, I need to make sure that I don't do that if such kind of big company is going to release a printer. If I think about a 3D printer that I really want to bring on the market, and a big company comes next to me, I don't make any chance. Yeah. It has protection, but yeah, if it doesn't hit targets. Yeah, I that is a part that I understand. I'm going to grab some water because my throat is getting a little bit dry. But also cheaper shipping cost too, I believe, especially with raise material costs. Okay. Stream is going well. 2 hours 10 minutes, and it's the CPU is still at 76% with a frames per second of 56. That sounds great. Yeah, but the hackers shouldn't have paid for that. What? Oh, but the backers shouldn't have to pay for that. Yes, that is a great point. They had a success with their first one, and now it's like they don't believe in their new machine to basically have uh, yeah, the pointers pay for it. Yeah. But what is classed as a established company? Anchor didn't need. Yeah. Also. Yeah. So Kickstarter is more hypermarked or something like that. Ban assault rifles. Yeah. Ban assault rifles, but promote 3D printers. put some music on. B B D B D B D. And if you don't like Kickstarter, you can just wait and buy it after Kickstarter. Yeah, yeah, that's also true. You have also heard of the 3D printed gun competitions that they have in the US? No, I didn't. I didn't heard anything of it. Hey, old crutch. Greetings, program. Nice to have you here. Welcome. Thought some things like meh. Ba ba. %58% of the Black Widow in white in Arctic white. I almost wanted to say I'm going to show you the spools of filament that I got, but there is a huge big box on top of it, which doesn't make it any easier to, you know, just take it off. No, I'm not. I'm streaming here on YouTube, not on the side of Twitch. Ten current viewers or 9 current viewers. Oh, very nice. Nice for hanging out here. Yeah, sometimes I hear those cracking sounds, but that is because the filament goes through a tube into the from the Qdtech. The filament goes through a little tube and then to the direct drive extruder. I want to keep streaming, but there is something I need to do. Yeah, you know, yesterday evening it was late. I was editing the video for today, and I'm getting tired. You know, the Zachary from 2 years ago, which could stream for 4 hours or 6 hours, you know, now the sleep is kicking in. I'm trying to stay awake because I like it here. It's fun. 9 current viewers. I don't want to end the stream now. Breakfast was. Poop. No. No poop. Like the idea of faster printing, but I don't see the benefits. I run under 7 at 100 millimeters, but cuts time. Yeah, you know, if you have an idea in your head, you know, Carl, if you have an idea, old man, yeah, thank you, non-stick, thank you. If you have an idea, for example, I take for example this phone stand, and you want to make a fast iteration for it, then these kind of printers are quite handy. You can print in different materials, different kind of colors, and also fast. Because, to be honest, name one printer that is a Core XY and can print multiple colors. And it's also cheap. Because if I don't say cheap, then I get business grade printers. Why are you talking about poop? So the Black Widow, the white Black Widow is increasing. It's almost 60%. Then I have still, I think, 20 hours, 18 hours. Little correction, 15 hours to print. So that is going fine. I'm thinking only the S1 or the artillery sidewinder X1, sorry, X2. It's now currently printing the only dragon because I have so many dragons now. This is just a tiny one. Almost thinking about it that this is a salamander or something like that. That's how awesomely cute it looks like. But it is very flexible from the start, so that's nice. This is a, I thought it was the original size, but I resized it to 90 degrees because in the round spiral form it doesn't fit on the build plate, and like this it fits pretty well. But you know, having a multicolor printer that prints pretty fast, it's always fine to have. Always nice. You had said something. No. You said you had something to do, but you wanted to stay with us. Yeah, I mean, I also normally I don't do that. I have there the possibility to print different kind of colors, but the dragon is very stringy. So I hope it is flexible enough, but at this moment it's adhering very much to the bed. I don't get it off. Yeah, I need to put some effort in it. That's it. But I took the build plate from the Focus Odin because the other one build plate from Creality wasn't that great. Yeah, the X1 or the Sidewinder X2 is doing great. And I know non-stick pledged for 2. So maybe he is going to ship one to you, Carl. I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe he don't. I don't know. I have PLA, PETG, and TPU. TPU is still sealed. I've got also such kind of spool, a flexible filament, still sealed. Maybe in the future I'm going to use it. I don't know. Why do you say it's like that? I don't know. So, but anyways, I'm going to end this live stream in a few minutes. I'm going to close it because I need to bed. I'm really tired. I see that the talk is getting more awkward. It's getting more spaces. It's not that fluent. Car isn't nice enough to me. Oh. Now, I have already talked with Bamboo Labs. They are going to send me one, but there's a wait list. Maybe I need to get them out of the corner and, tease them a little bit. I don't end the live stream right away. Maybe I get some kick, that I'm fully awake again. But I think it's not going to happen. See you in the next stream, 3D RCNC. Nice to have you here. Later. Also, thanks for having you here, Carl. Hey, Lewis, how are you doing? Good evening from Maastricht. That's cool. Somebody from the same state as where I'm from. Or how would you call it? Province? Provence? You can, as long as. By the way, non-stick and Carl, you didn't think about it to go to the TCT, where also Joel and Rapcord and everybody else is, besides me, because I'm not there. Region. Yeah, so Limburg. Yeah, province. I always say state because we don't have state police. Do we? But yeah, Maastricht. I've been there several times. Nice town, city. Venray is just small. How is Luis doing? America. You can't. You can't. Okay. I have traveled 2 times with my car to England, to South Wales. Southampton. Germany? Nein. Ich komme nicht aus Germany. Was sagst du? Holz? We have states bigger than countries. Yeah. In the US, everything is bigger. But I'm wondering, are there also other things bigger in America? I didn't even know. Yeah. Yeah, could always be better, you know. I don't even know. Well, yeah, there was because I have grown up with German. I know the language. I need to really think about it that I don't say anything in German now because sometimes I can. I don't know why I do that, but sometimes it does happen. But some English words or English words are going to be mixed with some German words. Ich weiß nicht, wie das möglich ist, aber hey, okay. Had some major issues installing the RRF today. What's RRF? Four fuses on the board. You need a MOSFET, yeah. Yeah. Cars and people are bigger. Houses as well. Don't forget, houses are in the US bigger. Fuel has gone up more here in the UK. Yeah. And I'm not going to say anything. So I'm going to end this live stream. Sorry, Luis, if you just joined. Maybe next Friday I'm going to do another live stream, but that depends on the things I need to do. So everybody who joined this live stream, thank you so much. It was a lot of fun. We talked about many things. I also need to push myself to do even other or starting other projects. But since I'm very busy, it is not always possible to bring out the videos that I want to make. Sometimes I need to improvise, especially now with the computer being, you know, very annoying. I want to push out one video each week. The 1 week about news and updates, another week about some brand new, some printer related other stuff like how-to reviews and other things. And yeah, the computer is just annoying. Have a good night. See you next time. Thanks for the stream. Thank you too. Hey, Nonstick. See you later, man. Everybody, thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Peace. Bye-bye.